We're here at the Nashville Farmers Market. As you can see, it's bustling on a Sunday morning. I thought it'd be a good idea to show you how I source local ingredients for the bakes that we make inside my kitchen. So today I'm going to be looking for honey, jams, herbs, and if we're lucky, we'll find milled flour from local growers. So let's go inside and see what we can find. So we've already found some freshly milled fried chicken breading, Belgian waffle pancake mix, sweet potato mix, all this fantastic stuff. So you can find a lot more at the farmers market here. We've got all kinds of cooking implements, we've got pottery, there's all kinds of things happening down here. It's very exciting. Last week, we took a field trip to the Nashville Farmers Market. I filmed a couple of segments through the center of the market, and then my lovely camera woman came inside with me so we could take a break and eat lunch. And before we could even order, a gentleman named Skip came up to me and asked if I would like to come to his booth after he had heard us doing our segment. So I didn't even eat lunch. I went over to his booth and I tried a couple of different spices of his, and I settled on Skip's Peppers Original. And I've been in contact with him since our field trip, and I asked him if he wouldn't mind being filmed for an upcoming segment. So we are going to use Skip's Original Spice Seasoning today in our bagels. And he doesn't know it yet, but we're going to bring bagels for him to try made with this spice. So let's talk a little bit about why we're doing these spices. I have another set of spices, not to take away from Skip's fantastic spice, which I've already cooked with. But I have these different spices here. Paprikas, a barbecue spice, a specialty French spice, and this Cajun spice. And we're going to be cooking with some kind of iteration of one or all of these in other bagels, but we will just be using Skip's for one very specific type. And one of the reasons why I'm doing this, and again, not showing the original bagel recipe, is trying to work backwards. It might seem like the bagels that we did in last week's segments were a little too complicated, but I think that it will give you a good understanding of, once you have learned the basic language of that bagel recipe, you'll be able to make your own interpretations. So let's get started with today's Using Spice bagel recipes, and I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, the timer has just gone off. It's been 11 minutes. I did check about every 3 or 4 minutes just to make sure that the cheese didn't burn. They are nicely domed, golden brown, and I am going to take the temperature, and it should read anywhere between 205 and 215. And we're right at about 210. You couldn't get any more perfect than that. So I'm going to take the other tray out. And I'm going to let them sit on this pan for just about a minute. And I'm going to use a pair of tongs, and nice bottom, looks beautiful. I'm going to move it over here to the cooling rack. So these here have been out for just about a minute. And get all these cooled, and the rest of the bagels are in the oven, and they will be cooled the exact same way. And now we're done. These are beautiful. They're perfect. I'll probably come back after and just do a maybe screenshot or a little short video of what the other bagels look like that are in the oven. And it's important to note that these are fabulous warm. They're even better cold. But if you can bag these up in a plastic bread bag, they are even better tomorrow. The intense flavors will develop. They'll get that characteristic chew. Bagels are one of the products that are really, truly better day old. here at the Nashville Farmers Market. We're going to go inside and we're going to check out all the different vendors that are here today. Saturday mornings here are the busiest day of the week. We're going to go in and we're going to bring the bagels that we made earlier to Skip. Hopefully it's not so busy that we don't get at least 4 or 5 minutes where we can't interview him, but maybe we'll get stopped before we even get to his booth. We're going to look for spices. Again, we'll be looking for milled flours and, of course, these beautiful fruits and vegetables. We met Skip last week, and he gave me some of his fantastic spice, and this morning I made bagels with them, brought him a set of the bagels. They are absolutely fantastic. And so we want to talk to Skip a little bit about his process and what he does with his peppers and how he got started.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you very much for the time and having you all here today. So I'm Skip, Skip's Peppers. It's an artisan spice that we make here in downtown Nashville from hot peppers that we smoke over a hardwood fire. We roast them, we grind them, we bottle them, all without salt, sugar, additives, or preservatives. So you can use it in just about anything you're baking, anything you're about to eat, anything you want to drink even. With the bagels, I can't wait to try it.
If we can't come to the Nashville Farmers Market, how can we find you?
Absolutely. Well, we've got a great store at skipspeppers.com. You can find us at our store on Amazon. And we ship all within the United States for right now, and hopefully going across borders here soon.
All right. So I've been baking for about 40 years in retail, bakery and wholesale bakery, and I branched out on my own and wrote a cookbook. When did you start growing peppers?
We started growing peppers back in 2012, just in a small garden we had on the side of our house. I started with doing this process purely by accident. But I started bottling it and giving it to friends for around the holidays. And they would always tell me, if you ever get an opportunity, you need to chase this. 2020 came along, we all know what happened. And so I had an opportunity with the company that I was with to walk away and start doing Skip's Peppers. And so in 2020, we formed the organization, went commercial. We now have a bottle or a pack in all 50 states and 13 countries.
Well, that is absolutely fantastic. One of the things that I like to do, and how Skip and I kind of connected last week, was I filmed right behind him talking about how I like to build a relationship with the millers, the farmers, the spice providers, and he kind of chased me down in the farmers market, and I'm so glad he did. These are the bagels that I made this morning using his original spice. They are absolutely fantastic. I'm going to rip one open here.
Oh.
And you can rip that one open if you want to take a bite.
All right, I do.
Nothing on them. I'm going to take a bite too. They're pretty fantastic. So these have his spice mixed inside the bagel, and also I cured the cheese for the top of it overnight in the refrigerator mixed with the spice, and it really tastes fantastic. Tastes good, smells good, just like the spices. I can't wait to buy more today. So if you're in Nashville, come down, pick up the spices from Skip, and look for the cookbook, look for the channel, and we'll be good to go. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
That is an absolutely fantastic bagel.
Well, it's been a really productive day here at the farmers market. I didn't find any freshly milled flour, and I decided not to get the biscuit mix, but I did hook up with Skip, and I gave him a bagels that we made in the kitchen earlier, and he was gracious enough to give me some of his habanero spice, so we're going to give that a try. Probably use that for bagels in the future, most likely some kind of sourdough, and I can't wait to see him again to show him how far we've come together. So I hope you enjoyed this little tour of the farmers market, and let's get going, let's get home, and let's start baking.